And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Wiggins kicks to Martin. Buries the long-range jumper. Martin's got 17.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the arc.
Johnson's shot is off. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to Sacramento.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game, guys. They weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got to be a concern going forward.
There's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Payne, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, and guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
And the basket by Kobe.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jeremy Lin, as you would expect, focused on addressing his weaknesses, trying to get better with his left hand, passing, dribbling, and finishing. Even his mental approach, he's training himself to expect success and to keep that next play mentality.
And Steve, the other thing that Lin has worked to improve is his defense.
Yeah, well, you look at his rate of steals and blocks, it's pretty good. And then, you know, the biggest thing for him is just staying in front of his man. That's so tough to do these days in the NBA with so many lightning-fast point guards. But Lin has worked hard to improve in that area, and I think it's really paid off for him.
Dishes to Martin. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And let's take a look now. Kevin Martin's numbers. How the second half is shaped up for him. 10th in free throw shooting. And he's in the top 15 in points per game. So he's a guy you have to account for defensively.
Steve, you mentioned his top 10 free throw percentage. I mean, it's really a strong part of his game. And he's the kind of guy that...
Oh!
Look out!
Whoa. Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Young dishes to Bryant. Johnson attacking. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
Then, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
Martin for 3. Bryant with the rebound.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, I mean, it's helping them get the lead. And if they can continue to rebound like this, I think they're going to be in pretty good shape.
It's stolen by Martin. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Payne kicks to Martin. Good on the triple. Martin's got 12 points now in the quarter.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here is Bryant. 22 points for him. There's the triple. Shot is no good. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Lakers lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And the Lakers call time here. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, Byron Scott had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
At the line for your Lakers.
Randall and Hill are the 4 and 5. Bryant is out there with Nick Young, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Outside for Martin. Rubio outside. Back to Martin. Rubio outside. The pass to Muhammad. Three-pointer, Martin. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Minnesota making some changes. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And Young, here we go. Minnesota with the rebound. Pekovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Three-pointer, Martin. That's good. Martin's got 26 points.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And that one's good.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Out to the right wing. And here's Wiggins. From beyond the arc. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Martin kicks to Levine. Fires the 3. And it's Martin missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Bryant's shot is off.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
And it's Johnson penetrating. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. Bryant's got 5 assists tonight.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Davis is checked in for the Lakers. Levine kicks to Martin. To the wing on the left. Garnett with a screen on Johnson. Here's Wiggins. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter. And Kobe, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And he knocks down the first one. Blacks checked in for the Lakers. Jeremy Lin comes in for Nick Young. Bryant hits them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Three-pointer, Martin. And Davis pulls it down.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Timeout called the Lakers. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Dean passes to Martin. Sinks the triple. Martin's got 18 points now here in the second half.
I'll tell you what, until he cools off, you got to keep going to him.
Outside Bryant. Passes to Clarkson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And it's Martin missing.
Nothing fancy about that play. Just good, hard-nosed basketball to hauling the ball.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
It's tipped. Young with the steal. Clarkson kicks to Young. Lets it fly from 18.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
And Wiggins throws it down.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that wall.
Yeah, it was a great dunk, and also a great game we've got here.
How about Wiggins in this one? He's got 19 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
Yeah, those are always easy points. I mean, when you can get to the line and knock them down, sometimes that's the difference in the game, Clark.
And the Lakers making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
Kobe has been sensational.
Martin the pass to Levine. He kicks it to Pekovic. Another miss by Minnesota. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Sinks it. Timberwolves shooting in this game 45%. Levine kicks to Wiggins. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there.
Defensive foul. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Kobe, here we go. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
That's his fourth personal. At the line for your Lakers, Kobe Bryant. At the line for two.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that increases their lead to 6. And the Timberwolves call timing. They're trailing by 6. There's 18 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
Well, there's a little bit of time here to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Very much so. Either way you cut it, they're going to need a pair of threes and some help at the other end as well.
Shoots. That one wide left. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. We both at the line. It's an 8-point game. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, with the game out of reach, intentional fouls don't mean anything. It's just an exercise in futility. Let the clock run.
I agree with you, Clark. It just doesn't really compute at this point.
Kobe Bryant. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 9. Both free throws good from Bryant.
And it just feels like those are the free throws that probably put this game out of reach.